Hey guys, and welcome back to Idiot with a Soldering Iron. Today, this is more like Idiot with a 3D printer, but I think I've come up with an ingenious solution to a problem with 3D printing. And that problem being is the weakness and the layers. See, right here I have this nice ball and socket here printed. Well, as you can see right there, every time I would apply tension on the ball to lock it in place, it would keep trying to crack my print right at the layer line. So what I've come up with is using a solvent for ABS plastic. That's what this is printed in. And then using basically the trash from my support material and pulling off strings of it like this to go across my layer lines, therefore reinforcing where it was breaking at the layer line. Now the thing is the solvent that I'm using is for industrial uses only. I worked at a manufacturing place that shut down a location that I was working at. So they basically had the employees that were still working there clean out the facility, and whatever wasn't on the list to go back to the home company, basically they said throw away, make it go away. So I ended up with all kinds of goodies from that place. But basically all I'm doing is using this solvent here and the cap, and then just using a flux brush here. You pull you off a little section off of your support material that is destined for the bin anyway, and we're just gonna spill that shit all over the bench, and we're just gonna use this solvent that is basically going to fuse, kind of melt this plastic together, as we will soon see here. As I dab a little bit on there and let it dry, it is literally melting this plastic together. Now the thing is like I was saying, this solvent is for industrial use only. So Joe Blow off the street cannot buy it. But I'm sure if I show you what I've got, I'm sure people much smarter than me can figure out how to acquire this product. Now I'm gonna move this stuff here out of the way, get my camera out of its mount here. Bear with me, and I will show you what I have here. Is the Side Grip Smart Adhesive Solution. It's good for butyrate, polycarbonate, and styrene, which ABS is butyrate and styrene. Somebody in the comments let me know what the A stands for, but this will work for all of those plastics here. Now, of course, any good, if it ain't worth its salt, then hang on, let me figure out my focus here. There we go. Come on, focus, you fuck. Come on. Focus. There we go. See, and for industrial use only. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Contains words I can't pronounce, so it must be good. You know? Oh, there's our goodness. There is our goodness notification. If it doesn't have the Prop 65 notice on it, you know it ain't no good. Get rid of it. Because if you can use it in California, it ain't worth a shit. But yeah, this is what I'm using here, guys. Anybody that can figure out how to find this stuff, let us know down in the comments, because if you're 3D printing, this stuff is amazing. Especially when it comes to reinforcing focus, reinforcing your layers here. Let's finish putting this on and see if we can't get this to tighten up without cracking. Get you back in our holder here. There we go. I turned the recording off there for some reason. Alright, let's get some more of our solvent out here. Make sure and breathe deep. Spill it everywhere. Get it on your skin. Drink a little bit if you desire. I ain't your fucking mother. You do what you want to do. Alright, so we've got her tacked on right there. So we'll just go ahead and pull it around tight and continue brushing it on here. I noticed in my last long form video I uploaded, I had the autofocus on and it was focusing on my hand the whole time. So hopefully using the manual focus on this one, it comes out a little better. Let me know, guys, down in the comments. We're just gonna pretty much just paint this on. Now, as you've seen on the label, it takes this 72 hours to get to 80%. So we'll let this sit around for a couple of days and see if we can't give that screw on there full chooch without cracking this. And if you guys subscribe, and we'll come back to this after it's sat for a few days and see if we can't give her full beans without it cracking to where it actually holds in place. Granted, mind you guys, these parts are being printed on a very old, abused 3D printer. This is an old ANET A8 from, I believe I got it around Christmas 2018. If I remember right, I got this with my Christmas bonus from work. It was like $200 shipped to my door. And me and my oldest boy sat up one night and put it together, and she's been with me ever since. Now, I do have it in an enclosure that is heated, so I'm able to print ABS. Now, this right here is more of a function part rather than a being pretty part. But there you guys go. I mean, you can already see that piece of trash that I put on there, that support material, it's kind of melting into the original print. You know, if you look here, let me see if I can get this to focus a little better. I mean, you see how the layer lines are there? And then look on this where I've painted all of this with that solvent. You know, the layer lines have pretty well blended in with the paintbrush marks. Same in there. You know, I painted all of this with that just by itself. Now I'm using my support material across the grain to reinforce it. So we'll let this cure up for 3 days, come back, and we'll see if it actually makes this part any stronger. And if it does, we'll try this technique on some other types of prints and see if we can't get a better layer adhesion with this antique now 3D printer. Come on, focus. There you go. Alright guys, that'll do it for today. Subscribe, comment, like, share, do all that good stuff, and get back with us and we'll see what else we can figure out. Till then guys, be safe.